Hi, welcome to our math. Today I'm doing a series of videos where I'm finding the inverse of a matrix. I've already done the first step where I took my original matrix, the 2's and the 1's, and I drew a line, and on the right hand of the line I wrote an identity matrix. The theory behind this is if I do row manipulation to eliminate everything but my 1's and 0's to make an identity matrix on the left, the right-hand side that's going along for the ride will become my inverse matrix. Okay, so if I start by pivoting on this 2, I can do, well, first of all, these are both 1, so I can just say row 2 minus row 3. I have to use row 1 down here, so I'm going to say row 1 minus 2 row 3. If I do this, let's see, row 2 is 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. Negative row 3 is negative 1, 1, negative 2, 0, 0, negative 1. And when I add down, I get 0, 2, negative 1, 0, 1, negative 1. All right, then I'm going to take row 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, subtract 2 times row 3, minus 2, 2 minus 4, 0, 0, negative 2, 0, 3, negative 3, 1, 0, negative 2. Okay, so now I can take these two new rows and bring them into a new matrix. I'm going to keep the same first row, so I'm going to keep the top row to be 2, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. Then I'm going to make my second row this 0, 2, negative 1, 0, 1, negative 1. And this 0, 3, negative 3, 1, 0, 2, negative 2, my third row. And I've done my first iteration of steps. Now I'm going to pivot on this 2 right here. So I'm going to say 2 times row 1 minus row 2. I brought this 2 up, and then I can subtract. Then I can say, bring the 2 down, 2 times row 3 minus 3 times row 2. Okay, so we're using this 2 to eliminate the numbers on top and bottom, make them zeros. So 2 times row 1 is 4, 2, 2, 2, 0, 0. Negative row 2 is 0, negative 2, 1, 0, negative 1, 1. When I add down, I get 4, 0, 3, 2, negative 1, 1. Then I'm going to take 2 times row 3, 0, 6, negative 6, 2, 0, negative 4, and minus 3 times row 2. So 0, negative 6, 3, 0, negative 3, 3. Add down, 0, 0, negative 3, 2, negative 3, negative 4. Okay. All right, so now I take these and I rewrite, this should be a negative 1, sorry. I was looking at this trying to figure out what felt wrong. All right, I'm gonna take these and rewrite these as a matrix at the top so I have more room to write. So I'm gonna make this my first row, this my third, and keep my second. So I'm gonna bring it all the way up here so that my first row became this 4, 0, 3, 2, negative 1, 1. My second row stayed 0, 2, negative 1, 0, 1, negative 1. And my third row became 0, 0, negative 3, 2, negative 3, negative 1. Now I pivot on this negative 3. This should be my last step. Row 1 plus row 3 will work there. To get rid of this, I'm going to say 3 times row 2 minus row 3. And for row 3, I'm actually going to take row 3 and divide it by -3 so that my -3 becomes a 1. This is this last step where I get my fractions and I can get to my identity matrix. So row 1, 4, 0, 3, 2, -1, 1. Row 3, 0, 0, -3, 2, -3, -1. If I add down, I get 4, 0, 0, 4, -4, 0. And I'm going to divide everything through by 4. For my next row, I have 3, row 2, which is 0, 6, -3, 0, 3, -3, minus row 3, 0, 0, 3, -2, 3, 1, 0, 6, 0, -2, 6, -2, and I'm going to divide everything by 6 to make that 6 a 1, so that when I write these new 3 rows, I get my identity matrix on the left. So my first row, when I divide through by this 4, my first row becomes 1, 0, 0, 1, -1, 0. My second row, when I divide through by 6, becomes 0, 1, 0, 0, -1/3, 0, 1, 0, -1/3, 1, -1/3. And my third row up here, when I divide through by 3, I'm going to get 0, 0, 1, -2/3, 1, +1/3. This is why you should always use pencil with eraser or an erasable marker. All right, now that I have an identity matrix on the left, I know that the inverse to my original matrix is 1, -1, 0, -1/3, 1, -1/3, -2/3, 1, +1/3. I'll tell you, inverse matrices usually have fractions, lots of them. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.